What's up, y'all? Lutando LootLove Shosha here, and I'm out at the Sony Music Studios, here to hang out with the man of the new wave, an artist. He's a singer, he's a songwriter, he's a producer. He's from Cape Town, but we got him in JHB. Oh my gosh, introducing Hersh. Yay!
What's up?
Thank you for crossing over to the dark side and coming to Joburg.
No problem. I think it's every Cape Town artist's dream to come and make it this side.
Really? When you
Yeah.
guys are so purist with your ways and almost refuse to leave Cape Town?
I mean, Cape Town, like, in my opinion, Cape Town is pretty dead in terms of the music industry.
Okay.
Jersey has more resources and more, how can I say, have more grind. Like, they like working more.
Right.
In Cape Town, it's more laid back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you struggle to get artists into the studio. You struggle to link with artists and things like that. And there's no industry there, like, exactly.
I mean, there's, the beach, there's views, there's lighting, there's experiences in Cape Town. That's probably why you struggle to get anybody
Yeah,
inside
I
a
mean-
studio. All we have here is concrete, so
In Cape Town, it's like a vacation.
that's the thing. And, that's where the money resides, for real. But bringing it back to you, Hersh, how would you describe yourself in your own words? Because, we all come up with these statements and, sometimes we call you new wave and maybe that's not exactly what you relate to. So in your own words, who would you describe yourself as?
Honestly, I came up in the new wave,
Mm-hmm.
but I never considered myself as new wave because, how can I say, I'm a bit different compared to other artists in the new wave. Like, I'm more
Got it.
R&B, more singing,
Right.
and how can I say, more soulful, in where the new wave has like majority of rappers
Got it.
and things like that. But if I should describe myself, I'm an introvert in a normal space.
So
But
you're an introverted extrovert.
yeah, I'm both. So when
Okay.
when I get on stage and things like that, it's like an alter ego, and then like
Right.
and then you see a different side of me. So
Okay,
I'd
so
say
you get your Sasha Fierce on.
yeah, definitely.
I don't understand that. Like, what is it about that? Like, how does that even work? How do you even find that persona that goes on stage? Is it like a version of yourself that you feel like I don't even know how to ask what I want to ask. Like, where do you get to? This is me offline. This is me online. Why is it so different?
Because
Does
I
that question
think
make sense?
I think when it comes to music, for me, when I'm doing music, it's like I'm a different person. But when I'm at home and
Mhm.
things, I'm just Herschel and not Hirsch. Like,
Cool.
you know what I mean?
Cool.
So when I'm at home, it's like normal life, like back to reality, like
Mom
I
still
live with my
sending you to the
family, yeah,
shops,
stuff
like,
stuff like
You
that. Go
still
buy
live
bread,
and
go
abide
buy-
by rules.
Definitely.
Versus her, who dictates what happens, right?
Exactly. And when I'm an artist, it's like it's a different world.
Right.
Like I don't have those responsibilities anymore. I'm just focused on music.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you've been in the game for, say, 4 or 5 years, technically speaking, no?
Yeah, I've been long in the game.
Longer in the
I've been
game.
long in
Can
the
you take
game.
me through the story?
I started singing in grade 9, and I'm out of school now. I matriculated 2014.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just felt really old.
Why?
I matriculated in 2006.
But yeah,
Back
so,
to 2014, yes.
so 2014, I started singing. It was like a high school talent show type of vibe.
Cool.
But that time it wasn't about making music or anything. It was just about singing covers and like just trying to impress the crowd at school and things like that.
Yeah.
But and I was in a group back then. But now after high school, I'm in solo.
Cool.
So and when I'm in solo, I had to teach myself everything. I had
Okay.
to teach myself how to produce,
Mhm.
how to mix and master, how to
Mhm.
do everything in terms of making music. And then
And you're online learning how to do this, or you go to
Everything.
school for it?
no, I never went to school. I taught myself how to do it.
Not okay.
Yeah.
Hectic.
I like watch YouTube videos and things like that and learn from them. And I used to sit behind producers and watch what they do.
Cool.
And then once I see where if I'm stuck,
Mhm.
and I'll go back to it and I'll see, like, oh, okay, that's how you do it.
Got it.
Come back, and then I'll perfect it at home or something like that. But yeah, so and then after 2014, like it took me a while to actually find my sound. Like I was going through different genres as well. Like I've been in pop music before. I've been in hip hop before. And now I'm in R&B hip hop. So I basically had to teach myself. Also, when this whole thing came about, I was still playing football. I'm a footballer
yes.
as well. So
you're a professional athlete,
so I
which
broke
is
my leg.
amazing.
So I broke my leg. So I was
Oh,
forced to make
injuries
music
really-
at home as well. So
okay.
that's how I got into music and how perfected my craft basically.
So now you're sitting at home with this injury. You know, you had this whole career planned. You knew what your life was about, but now you're using music as therapy.
Yeah, like I was forced to be at home because at the time that my leg broke, this was when COVID just started. Like, yeah,
Okay.
that is now
Okay.
past
Well, this is
the
like now.
yeah. Like I broke my leg last year, before everything happened, and I was forced to be at home because of
Mhm.
COVID, but I was also forced to be at home because of my leg.
Shucks.
So most of
What
the
was that
sad,
like? What was
yo,
that like? Like, it's one thing to literally not be able to move, like, because, you know, we're all in lockdown, but it's another thing to not have to physically need constant assistance or just not be able to be free, I guess, in your own body.
funny enough, like I've always said before I broke my leg, I always said, I've never broken any bones. I've never been to the hospital.
I must stop saying that
I've never
today.
been, yo. So then it actually happened,
Yeah.
and then it was. At first, I didn't know my leg was broken. Honestly, I still tried to get up, but yeah, it was a traumatic experience because they had to, like, I still have a rod in my leg right now,
Cool.
but they had to do surgery, and it was my first time and things, so it was a bit scary. But yeah, my mother's a nurse, so she guided me through.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so,
Okay.
but in terms of not moving and things, yo, it was stressful. Like basically all the sad songs and things on my EP is basically like me expressing my feelings and how I felt that time. And
Cool.
not moving was one of the worst things that could happen for music because everyone has to now come to my space. Everyone
Got
has
it.
to see me with a broken leg up and working like this.
But wasn't it the best time because everyone's like running around to kind of serve you? What do you need? What do you
Yeah,
want? Oh, you okay?
that was
You
like
cool?
the
You
perks of
comfortable?
that was like the perks of it. Like it's like ringing a bell for someone to come and to bring you food or something like that. But it was dope. But after a while, you get so irritated that you can't do it for yourself, and then you
Got
want
it.
to get up on the crutches.
And how long were you man down? Like 6 weeks?
6 months.
Jesus Christ.
6 months.
Okay. So now
It
you're
was-
basically like Iron Man, just
Yeah,
moving through.
Iron Man in my leg, like, you know, iron rod.
100%.
But yeah,
So what does a period like that then teach you about who you are as a creative? How does it change your creative process? And how does it then bring you to a big moment like this? We're about to talk about the big news, but how does it bring you to Joburg? How does it bring you to these studios? How does it bring you to the release of your EP?
you know, creating music usually has influences from the outside, what you're doing and things like that, and how you live your lifestyle. But doing nothing really makes you think now. So
100%.
now when I'm stagnant, I have to think about things to write about. I have to think about experiences that happen. I have to think about what I want to be. Everything that I speak about in the EP and things like that, it explains um, what I wanted to be as an artist and what I want to become as an artist, and all my goals and everything are in my music. So without having the experiences at that time, because I had to be in bed basically because of my leg, you basically think back or you plan for the future. So that's how you navigate around writing music or making a beat or something. You think about what you want this track to feel, to mean or to make the next person feel.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how you do it. Like basically with experiences that has happened before, not now because you can't do anything at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, or maybe experiences that you probably pushed down and didn't quite deal
Yeah.
with are now coming up to the surface because you don't have distractions, you're not leaving the house, there's
Yeah.
no, I don't know, take a shot for whatever.
I couldn't
Or
because I was
just
on blood
even-
thinners. I was on blood thinners, so it was crazy.
That is wild. Okay, so in essence, you came back to yourself in your
Yeah.
original state, probably the healthiest you've ever been in your
The
life.
most sober I've been able to create music.
Surely the best place to create from, because that must give you a different understanding of who you are, your capabilities, how far you can push yourself, how you can go beyond what your mind tells you as well.
Yeah, definitely. It makes you think about life itself. Like, it really humbles you as well. Because, I mean, before that, like, you always had this confidence, you know what I mean? And your confidence does come down when
Yeah.
something like that happens. Because, I mean, sometimes it's painful and you don't really feel like making music.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to. So I was on painkillers and things like that. Like, but like that doesn't help to an extent where you want to work because it makes you sleepy.
Right.
Things like you're always tired. So you really have to push through the, how can I say,
Push through the pain.
yeah, and just have a good mindset to continue doing music and continue making music without thinking about the leg and everything.
So here you are, potential football star, breaks a leg, world shattered, stuck in the home for 6 months, falls into music. And then, faster than most artists in this entire world, the big moment comes and you're signed to Sony.
Yeah, just crazy.
First of all, which god are you praying to? Second of all, congratulations.
Thank
That
you,
is
thank you very
massive.
much.
You know, that is huge. But also in a time where a lot of people are actually not signing and choosing to go independent. How did you make this happen from Cape Town, from that side of the world? You know, why did you choose to sign and not go independent? And what does this moment mean for you?
Okay, so at first, I'll be honest, at first I was like, this can't be true, because I actually dropped a mixtape last year, March. That was like one of my first projects on all platforms and things like that. Because mainly I started off with SoundCloud.
Mm.
Then I moved to all platforms and things,
Yes,
got a
yeah.
distribution company and things like that, and then distributed my music. And then after that, I just got an email.
That's not a real thing.
No, serious.
An email from
From the A&R. An email.
no,
funny.
no.
I'm
I need to
serious,
holler at
just
my
an
God,
email.
because what?
An email. At first I was like, no, this can't be.
This is a spam.
Yeah, and
They
then
just want to hack
and
into my
and they're asking for unreleased music, and I'm like, hey, you want unreleased music? I'm like, ooh, don't you maybe want like the ones I released already to like check from me, and then he said he wants unreleased. I'm like, okay, let's send him something that I might not drop.
Right.
So I
Which
sent
is
it.
maybe something you're not really afraid to lose if,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it goes, right?
Yeah, so like one of the throwaways basically. So, and then they said it was dope, and then they asked me for a few more, and then I was like, okay, cool, I'll send it off.
Wow.
Sent it off, and then I don't know what the process was on this side
Yeah.
of the world, but like, and then it went through like a whole filtering process where I had to be in the top 3 singles or something like that. Like some of my unreleased had to be in the top 3, and then I got into the top 3, and then from there I don't know what happened, and then it just came to this now. Yeah, it was crazy. Like literally from an email. At first I didn't believe it, then I had to go down and look at the signature at the
Oh
bottom.
my
Like,
goodness.
so
I'd
many
also be
music,
like,
you know.
no, this is spam. They're just trying to hack into my account. There's no
Yeah.
ways. But like, look what happens when you push through, right? When you push through the pain, like great rewards remain on the other side.
Definitely, and you can only be grateful to the man above. That's all.
And I'm pretty sure you really like, as much as you're still sad about your football career, I'm pretty sure this feels different and maybe even better.
I come from a family of singers, so like so music was in my blood, like from the get go.
So what were you doing on the soccer field?
I was being
A rebel.
I was being that guy, you know.
So you were the jog, huh? And you could sing.
Yeah,
Were you nice?
I was.
Would you say you were?
I was nice.
Hey.
Back then it was crazy because like you like because I play first team soccer and everything.
Oh, it's a rap. It's biz.
First team soccer and then singer as well. Yo, it's crazy. Like I got a lot of
Attention.
fans out of high school.
Okay. A lot of people who still ride with you today,
Yeah,
musically,
definitely.
which is amazing.
Definitely.
Then you're really a nice person. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still working with like one of the guys that was in my group. Like he's a
Oh,
producer
wow.
now,
Okay,
so he's
cool.
only a producer now, but he used to sing as well.
Okay,
But
cool.
so now, like I work with him and he lives close to me, so we link up a lot.
So what are you hoping to get out of being signed?
Look, the only reason I signed and didn't stay independent was because of how fast, or should I say how slow the industry is in Cape Town. Like,
Cool.
it's very difficult to get seen in Cape Town.
100%. Yeah.
So, and also, like, I've been doing this for a while now.
Mhm.
I've been independent for a while now. And sometimes, like, when, like before I signed, I was always thinking, yo, I'm making this music for myself. I'm the only person in the room making the music, and I'm the only person that's listening to it. But when I drop, it gets out there, but it doesn't get that reach,
Cool.
like a big reach.
Yeah.
So, the reason why I signed was to build me as an artist as well.
Got it.
Because being independent, you have to do everything yourself.
Mm.
From being your own manager, from being your own how can I say, your own graphic designer,
Yeah.
creating everything from your phone,
Right.
basically. So I made the decision to sign because I thought it would help my career a lot.
100%.
Mm.
And not every artist knows how to do everything else
Yeah.
once they've created the music, you know.
Yeah.
But also, I think that, you know, learning and playing all those roles is very important, because then
Definitely.
you know what you want, and you know what to, you know, kind of tell the person that you're working with,
Yeah.
or how to deliver, because you've done it before, so you have an idea. But it's good to have an outside voice, a very big one at that, a great one, in fact.
Yeah, but
So-
I'm learning as well. That's the main thing about it. Like now I'm 2 feet in the industry.
Right.
So now it's my time to learn. It's my time to grow in the industry as well. So that's the main reasons why I signed.
So let's talk about the project that brought us here today, apart from the big news. Pieces of
Peace of mind.
Peace of Mind. Talk to us about that project. Who you worked with, the process of creation.
The peace of mind was first called Mind and Soul.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made it peace of mind because I wanted it to be a balance between your mind and your soul.
Okay.
So the first half of the EP is basically mind, and
Mhm.
the second half is soul.
Okay.
Yeah. So the process of creating it was basically the process I explained to you
Yes,
about the
yes.
broken leg thing and the whole COVID situation, and I was basically at home. The whole EP was made virtually.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody
As
came
we
to
live.
me. I never went to anyone. Virtually.
I think that's the most fascinating process about being in a pandemic.
Yeah, being
is
on
that,
Zoom
like,
calls while you're busy making the.
we don't actually have to like see each other physically, but here we are getting this work done.
Yeah, and like what I wanted from this EP was Cape Town to shine.
Cool.
So the features on the EP
Mm.
is Cape Town people.
Cool.
It's people that I've been working with. It's people that has helped me with this project as well.
Mm.
And it's also friends
Mm.
like who are artists and who are like pretty good artists as well. And but the main focus of collaboration on the EP was the producers.
Got it.
The producers were basically the highlight features, if I should say,
Okay.
because I worked with quite a couple of producers,
Mm.
mainly from Cape Town, one from the Maldives. Yeah, like that link. It was a whole link up between
You
Red
can
Bull.
definitely name all of them.
Yeah, it was Soulful Clay, Isaiah, Baker Got the Keys,
Mm-hmm.
Yazan, the one from Maldives. It's a weird name to say. Yazan,
That sounds really like dope.
Shani J, and if I'm not leaving anyone out, myself and Nathan Footing.
Okay. Okay.
Mostly Cape Town.
Is,
As well.
is there a conversation to be had about the spotlight on producers? Because I've seen, when I've heard, you know, when projects come out, you know, I've been obviously seeing different interviews that have been done. It almost seems like once the song's out, producers get forgotten. You know, it's like,
Well-
okay, cool, shout out in the credits, but then that's it.
Well, I'm a producer too, so
Okay.
like
So is that why you felt the need to
To
almost
work-
highlight
yeah,
producers? Because
yeah. And
there's like a...
and I made sure that it's not just you sending me a beat, me doing my thing on it, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I actually respect the producers because they put in the hard work to make these
Right.
things.
Right.
And on some of the tracks, I co-produce on it. So
Okay.
I understand that the song doesn't happen if it's not for the producer because he has to create the beat. So I respect the producers all the time, but in general, producers do get a lot of, how can I say, producers do, they are not seen as often as the artists, but they should be respected, like more
Much
respected
more,
than
or-
artists, yeah.
But same level, not
Yeah.
much more.
But there is a lot of how can I say shade thrown on producers,
Right.
whereas the artist is just a singer or just a rapper on it, but the producer actually
Is
made
the
track
one who
happen.
puts the work
Yeah.
in. Okay, so put some respect on
On
your
the
producer's
producer's name.
name. Come on now, you know what it is. You know what it is. You worked with a really incredible artist, Cash, CPT.
Yeah, it's my
He's
homie.
amazing.
That's my homie.
I literally had stopped listening to hip hop for quite some time, and somebody put me on to his project, and I was like,
Onto
amazing.
Cape Town Radio.
So we're okay. We're still
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
How was that experience?
Like everyday experience. We always working.
Oh, is it nice to
My-
be amazing?
yeah.
That's normal.
Funny enough, Cash went to my high school, but he's
Okay, cool.
a few years younger than me.
Cool.
So, but I never knew him since high school. I only met him after high school.
Got it.
So, when we met, I think it was like it never took us long to become like friends and things
Got
like that.
it,
So ever
got
since
it.
then, we've been working a lot. Like
Mm.
like even before the whole Sony thing and everything like that, we've been working since then also.
Okay.
So like I have much respect for him. That's my homie. I really respect him, and yeah, like for me, it's like working with a friend every time.
Right.
So it's always good vibes.
So, just one last time, you would definitely describe yourself as an R&B artist because
With a little bit of hip hop, you know.
you can't. I don't think you can have R&B without hip hop. Because
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. Like,
It's an influence.
if you are an R&B artist right now, first of all, you kind of have to almost know how to rap because there's points where you guys sing rap and the
yeah.
flow is just literally bars actually. But also just like you can't really define what R&B is. There's so many different influences. There's so much moving. I don't even know what to actually call it.
These days, people confuse the two, trap soul and R&B.
Very different.
Trap soul R&B.
Very, very
it's different.
different.
It's
Yes.
different. R&B is R&B soul, not R&B hip hop. Like you know what I mean. So
Right.
the trap soul vibe, that is where an influence from trap and hip hop comes in.
Mm-hmm.
But R&B soul is R&B and soul music. So
Right.
the way I should describe my sound would be new school R&B with some old school soul.
New school R&B with some old school soul. I like it.
Yeah.
I definitely like it. So what do you want people to take away when they listen to Peace of Mind?
Look, peace of mind explains me. Like I speak about love, I speak about life, I speak about possibilities, opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
everything that has happened to me or that I want to happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I speak about it. So
Okay.
people can relate to it where I speak about dreams. I emphasize a lot on dreams
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. So for me, I told you, I should have signed a professional contract for football, but I didn't because I was in high school.
Right.
So I lived with that regret of not signing.
Right.
So when it comes to the music side now, I didn't want to have that regret again.
100%. 100%.
Hence
Okay.
why I'm here right now.
Okay. So when are you moving to Joburg?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that.
Okay, well, just know that Joburg is ready to receive you. I love that, you did this project for Cape Town. You paid your dues. You gave Cape Town respect, as we all should. I think it's phenomenal that you got that done and you got yourself in a place where you were signed this side. That's amazing, and that's not a easy thing to achieve, especially in the middle of a pandemic with the broken legs.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like the pandemic was a blessing in some sort.
I think it's a blessing, there's wait before
Instead of the
people get
bad things that
mad.
were happening.
Yes, outside of the bad things, there's a lot of good and a lot of growth that has come from the pandemic, and I think a lot of, people got to really figure out who they were, what they wanted from life, and then move from there. So it's always phenomenal. So Peace of Mind is out. Your favorite track? You have to know. You can't do that. It's too early for you to have PR answers. You're not trained like that yet.
My favorite track would be. Yo, like I told you, like the EP split into two, Mind and
Yeah.
Soul. So can I give you two?
Sure. Even
Okay.
better.
Life with a Twist and Everything.
Okay. Life with a Twist.
Yeah.
Pretty
Give you a bit of both. worlds.
Self-explanatory and everything. Okay. And if you could only listen to one song on your own EP over and over again until the end of time,
Life with a Twist.
love it.
Featuring Cash EPT.
Love it. Shout out Cash. Shout out Cape Town.
Definitely, yes. That's what I wanted. That's the main thing that I want out of my music and out of me as an artist. I want people to know that I'm from Cape Town.
Yeah.
And that you don't see a lot of like Cape Town artists making it. So
Yeah.
I want you to see that I'm from Cape Town and I'm doing this thing.
Well, congratulations. All the way from Cape Town. Shout outs. Welcome to the
CPT.
011.
Capsta.
It's quite fine and fly this side, but it was so lovely to meet you. Congratulations on being signed. This is a really, really great feat, and all the best with Peace of Mind. You guys better make sure that you get it. I obviously got, some other access because I got the plug.
Please do.
But you guys, trust me, R&B is it's booming so much right now in a really beautiful way, and we've got incredible talent in this country, so do the right thing. His name is Hersh. Okay, the EP is called Peace of Mind. We out.